Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I got this Valentine's Day inspired, it's kind of like a pinky red cranberry eye with a pink lip. I wanted to do something Valentine's Day inspired. I mean, even if you don't do anything on Valentine's Day or you just like to do your makeup for fun, then there you go. It doesn't even have to be for Valentine's Day, it can be for whatever day you want to do it. I mean, this is like an everyday makeup look for me, so if you're as extra as I am, then you can do this whenever. But yeah, if you would like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so as always, I'm going to start off with skincare. First step is I'm going to be moisturizing. So today I'm going to be using the Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer. It was one of the 100-point perks at Sephora, so I picked 2 of these up. So anyways, I'm just going to get a little bit on my fingers. It smells so good. And then just blend it in with my fingertips. Next I'm going in with an eye cream. I'm going to be using the Philosophy Ultimate Miracle Worker Eye. So it just looks like this. And then just blend it out with my fingertips. Now that that's on, I'm going to be priming my face with the Mario Badescu Skincare facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And then I'm just going to be applying a little bit of lip balm. I'm going to be using the Pharmacy Lip Bloom Lavender Mint Lip Balm today. I'm going to start with my eyes first today because I want to have that really sharp line by using tape. So I'm going to do eyes first and then face. As always, I'm priming my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And I'm using my little Kat Von D mirror. I like hers because it's all big and I can see everything. Yeah, I'm just applying this with a flat brush. This one is the Morphe, doesn't have a name, but it's a Morphe brush and it's just a big flat brush like this. Just to set the primer, I'm just going to be using my Sephora Bright Set powder, the yellow tinted powder, just to set everything so that my eyeshadow doesn't move around. Okay, so now that my eyes are all primed and ready, I'm going to be putting tape on my eyes right here to get that really sharp line. Okay, so I have my tape on. Now I'm going to kind of zoom in so you can see a little bit better while I do this. I'm going to be using 2 different palettes today, so I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance and then the Lime Crime Venus palette. So first I'm going to be going in with the Lime Crime Venus palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Rebirth, which is this pretty pink right in the center. Using my Sigma E40 brush, I'm just going to be taking that color and buffing it out in the crease. This palette is so pigmented, so like I barely touched my brush in that and it's giving off so much pigment. Also, to clean my brushes off kind of in between shadows, I'm going to be using the Veramona Color Switch. Now, also using the Lime Crime Venus palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Muse, which is this pretty like cranberry, red, pink, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's gorgeous. So we're going to be using that on a crown brush. It doesn't have a name on it, so I'm not sure what number or anything it is, but it's just a really tapered blending brush. And I'm going to focus this kind of like in the outer portion of my eye, so right here, I guess in like the V or whatever you want to call it. So really just there, and a little bit in like the inner corner of my eye. Not really the inner corner, but like the inner part of my lid, if that makes sense. I still have a little bit of lash glue on here, so that's why that part looks weird, but I'm just not going to worry about it right now. And then I'm going to bring it into the crease just a little bit. But I want to leave the center blank. Okay, now using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Venetian Red. And I'm going to be taking this on, it's kind of like a flattened crease brush. And this one's the Morphe M503. And I'm just going to be blending that in the center, not the center, but the inner part of the crease as well. Inner part of the crease. Okay. The crease. I'm going to be putting this in the crease. Just ignore what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, now to blend out the crease color a little bit more so it's not so harsh, I'm going to be using, let's do Love Letter. So it's just this bright pink color right here. I want to use the shade, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, Realgar? Oh my god. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but it's this orange color. But I always go for orange colors for the crease, but should I just do it? I'm gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna use that shade right in the crease too. You know, I was gonna go for like a soft, romantic Valentine's Day look, but let's be real, that didn't happen. Like it's gonna be dramatic. I already know. I think I'll take the shade Burnt Orange too, which is this lighter orange, and use that in the crease as well. And finally, for the center of the lid, I'm going to be using the shade Antique Bronze, which is this, it's kind of like a brown, bronzy color with little flecks of, I think it's like pink glitter. To me, that's what it looks like. Now using my fingertips, I'm going to take the same color, Antique Bronze, and just use my fingertips to apply it in the center, just to intensify the color a little bit. You could also wet your brush if you wanted to, and that would probably do the trick. I think I'm going to rock the no liner look again. I've been doing that a lot more lately. I don't know why, but yeah, I feel like this doesn't really need it. So now I'm just going to remove my tape, because I'm done with the eyes for now. Just to clean up how I have like a little bit of shadow left over, I'm just going to be using the Clinique Pep Start Quick Cleansing Swipes, and you can get these at your local Sephora. I really like them because it gives you 50 towelettes in, which is pretty good. I think it was $14, and I like them a lot. So then yeah, I'm just going to clean up the fallout. I'm going to move on to lashes for right now. I'm going to start by curling my lashes really quickly. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara. And just put a thin little coat because I am going to wear fake eyelashes, of course. For lashes, I have a couple of options here. I'm not sure which ones I want to use. But I think, yeah. So I'm going to be using the Violet Voss I Need You lashes, which just look like this. I'm going to be using my favorite lash glue of all time, which is the House of Lashes Clear Lash Adhesive. Probably should have cut these lashes a little bit, but whatever, we're just gonna leave it because I don't want to take them off. So now, since I have my eyes all complete, I'm going to be using the Murad Invisiblur Perfecting Shield. Its main purpose is to treat, blur, and protect, so it does have some SPF in there. It's SPF 30, which is good, but it also primes your makeup really well. So I'm going to be using just a little bit on my finger. So then I'm just going to smooth that one into my skin. If I had to compare this one to any of them, it'd probably be super comparable to the Smashbox, the Photo Finish, the clear one, because it has the same silicone-y like texture, which is another reason that I really like it. For foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two of my some of my favorite foundations together, which is the Dior Skin Forever foundation and the Lancome Tint. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but it's a 24-hour makeup. It's some French word, I don't know. But I'm using these two together because this one, I have mentioned, I think, in my previous video, this one's a little bit too red for me. So the Lancome one is more my skin tone, so I'm just going to mix them together today. And I'm going to be mixing them together on the back of this little mixing tray, so I don't have to get my hands dirty. And I'm just going to be applying this with a damp beauty blender. For concealer, I'm going to be using one of the new NARS. It's like the matte. I got a sample, so I don't have the actual thing. It's basically like a little pot concealer, but it's the matte, it's like a creamy matte concealer. So I'm going to put this one underneath my eyes, just using the Kat Von D concealer brush. Now I know in my last tutorial I had said that I did not normally bake underneath my eyes and my contour, but today I feel like doing that. I feel like being a little extra. So for doing that, I'm going to be using the RMCA Original No Color Powder, and I'm going to be using my sauce box. It's like a little carved out beauty blender type thing to apply it. And this was clean, I swear, I just washed it, but I did use it yesterday. So just basically getting a little bit of that on the top of it, or a lot of it. Okay, so now that I have that on there, I'm going to set the rest of my face, because it doesn't make sense to me to put powder in one area and then not set the rest of your face. Like, once you try to contour, it's not going to blend out as flawlessly as you want to. That's what I feel like. I mean, it's your own personal preference, but I'm going to set the rest of my face with a different powder. Don't ask me why I'm using a different powder. I mean, you can use the no color powder, that'd be perfectly fine. But I'm gonna use the Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder. I think this one is meant to be for underneath your eyes, but I use it for all over my face because I'm very yellow toned, and I'm not, if I just stuck that underneath my eyes, it wouldn't look good because I'm very, very fair. So I think this is better for people underneath your eyes if you're more olive skin toned or have a deeper skin tone. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this to set my face. To apply the powder, I'm just using my Sigma Large Powder F30 brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and contour. For contouring today, I'm going to use the Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm. And then I'm just putting a little bit on my NARS Ida brush. Is it Ida or Ida? I don't know. And then just using that to contour with. I love this brush so much. It just makes contouring just so much easier. I'm using a different brush to contour my forehead because it is a little bit bigger. I'm going to use the Morphe, doesn't have a name on it, but it's a Morphe brush. It's kind of just like a big angled contour brush. Now to carve out my contour a little bit more, I'm going to be using the RCMA No Color Powder again. But I am going to be putting a little bit of it on this mixing tray. While I'm waiting for that to bake, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I'm just using my normal brow products, just the Anastasia Dip Brow and then the Anastasia Brow Definer. Just in case you're wondering, I am the shade Auburn in Dip Brow. Now to brush away the bake, I'm going to be using the Sigma Spotlight Duster F37 brush. For blush, I think I'm going to do a mix of these two blushes from the Becca Blushed with Light palette. It just looks like this. So I'm going to be using this one and this one mixed together for blush today. And the brush that I'm using is, in case you're wondering, it's the Morphe M142 brush. And now for my favorite part, we're going to be highlighting using the new Saucebox Cosmetics Skin Veils. So I'm going to be using the shade Phoenix Kiss first, and then Champagne Balm kind of right here and on my nose, and Cupid's Bow. I love these highlighters. They're so, so, so bomb. I'm not even joking. Like, I've been using these for the past 2 weeks, especially Champagne Balm. Champagne Balm is literally one of my favorite highlighters that I've ever come across. It's so, so good. Like, I will show you. Hold on just a second. So first I'm going to wet my, oh my god, it looks really dirty. I'm sorry. But I just washed them. Like I said, I literally just washed them. using the Morphe 509 highlighting brush. To wet the brush, I'm going to be using the Caudalie Grape Water. It's basically just like MAC Fix Plus almost. But I like it because it sprays out really finely. So yeah, we'll use Phoenix Kiss first. I'm just getting a little bit on the brush. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. Because this baby's pigmented. I got too much, oh my god. Now that that one's done, I'm not going to stop there because if you know me, you know I love my highlighter. So using a smaller brush, also from Morphe, it's the Morphe 510 brush, which is basically the same as the other highlighting brush except it's a lot smaller. So now I'm going to be using Champagne Balm, which is my all-time favorite highlight. Oh my god. Like, I hope that this is picking up like how beautiful this highlight is. Okay, so now that I finished everything with my face, I'm just going to finish my eyes. I'm going to do the lower part of my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using, back with the Venus palette, I'm going to be using the shade Muse again. And I'm going to be putting that on a flat shader brush. It's a short shader brush, and it's the Sigma E20. I'm not going to worry about blending that out too much because I'm going to use a different shade to blend it out. So now I'm going to take the shade Venus, also from the Venus palette, which is this pink right here, using a Sigma shader crease brush E47 to blend it out a little bit more. Back with my crown brush, the fluffy tapered brush, I'm going to be going in with the shade Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette again. And I'm basically going to make the whole bottom part just really, really dramatic. I don't know why, I feel like since I'm not using glitter, which is my typical look, I'm going to be using a little, I still have to make it look out there. Like, this is too boring for me, so yeah, I'm just making it as dramatic as possible. So basically this is how smoky and dramatic I wanted it. I'm going to be taking the shade Tempura and using that one on my brow bone. Going back with the Saucebox Skin Veil, I'm going to be using the shade Champagne Balm again and putting that in my inner corners. Now that the eyes are finished, I am going to be, I guess, doing my lips. That's the last thing. So, to line my lips, I'm just using this Milani lip pencil. I'm not sure what color it is. It looks like it was rubbed off. Oh, 09 Spice. So that's what the shade number is. I'm just going to quickly line my lips. And then for my actual lip color, I'm just going to be using this Jouer Dulce de Leche lip cream. It's just this pretty pink. I'm just going to follow the pink theme that I got going on here. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled these before, but they literally smell like straight up vanilla frosting. Like, it's so good. I just want to eat it. Before I forget, I'm going to pop a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. To finish off everything, I'm going to be using the Model in a Bottle setting spray. When I first tried this setting spray, I thought that it was just like the All Nighter by Urban Decay and you could just spray it on and then open your eyes and everything would be fine. No. No, let me tell you. This, you're supposed to wait, it says, allow 20 to 30 seconds to dry before opening eyes. I think I should have read the directions before I did it, so yeah. In case you are using this for the first time ever, there's a tip. Wait 20 to 30 seconds before opening your eyes or it will burn. Oh god, it smells too. Like, you don't even want to inhale it. Like, don't inhale it. Oh god, it's literally like death in a bottle. But it feels like similar to how hairspray feels when you spray it on your face, but I think that's a good thing though, because then it feels like you have a really good seal on your makeup, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I just wanted a chance to use all my new IMATS goodies that I got. If you still haven't seen my IMATS haul and you would like to, I will put the link in my description bar below. And if you don't already follow me on social media, make sure that you do so. My Instagram is beautyglamx0x. I also have all the information about my social media and everything in my YouTube channel bio, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.